Hi, my name is Andrew Callaghan, and I'm here to try to persuade you guys into even considering getting a hybrid car next time you're in the market. So, hybrids are pretty cool because they have a lot of advantages. Obviously, they're known for their fuel efficiency, but they're also kind of looked down upon for their battery life. But they have better maintenance. They're much lighter. They have really cool perks like regenerative braking. They're really quiet, and you don't have to get an emissions test done for them. And they're tax deductible, so that's pretty good reasons already. Some bad things about them though is their speed or lack of it. They're kind of hard to handle because they're so light, and they're priced a little higher. But get to that later. Everyone's number one concern nowadays is fuel efficiency, and so we're going to talk about that first. So, because the cars are a lot lighter, they're obviously more fuel efficient then because it takes less power to get them going and less power for them to stop. So that's one reason. And they're smaller, so they use half the energy. And the engine of the hybrid is lighter. Basically, everything about the car is like a feather compared to a bowling ball, I suppose. And when I said that they have regenerative brakes, is that when you step on the brakes to stop, it takes the kinetic energy that's created and it recycles it to charge the engine a little bit, so it kind of recycles itself, which makes the brake pads last a little longer, and I don't know, it sounds pretty sweet. I got regenerative brakes. Yeah. And that saves gas. Maintenance is very important with cars. Like anything else, if you don't take care of it, it will break down. It will get crappy. So you need to, take it in every now and then. But with hybrids, the manufacturer warranty is 10 years. Those people, they hear hybrids, they're like, oh, batteries, you need to replace that like what? Every 2 years, 5 years, and they're like $2,000 or $2,000, whatever. But they can last up to 10 years and even longer, if you're very diligent and take care of your car. Do your part and your car will take care of itself. And because of that, you don't have to spend as much money. And the hybrids have great durability because the battery lasts so long. And I don't know, it's just a negative connotation with hybrids that, oh, the battery will break and then you're screwed. Battery lasts up to 10 years, Hey, buy a battery for $2,000 every 10 years. That's like nothing. You can make that like a month or months or something, depending on the job. Less maintenance is required because while you're stopped, it doesn't use any gas. It just cuts off the engine, and you're just kind of chilling there, like you're parked in a parking lot, except it's at a stoplight. So it's a little awkward. That's okay. You can actually collect your thoughts and talk to people you're in your car with. You don't have this giant like some diesel trucks or whatever. It's nice. It's a little quiet. It's good. And because the engine isn't running, you're putting less wear and tear on it. So you don't really need to get your engine checked out so much for catalytic converters or radiators or all the problems that I've had with my Jeep. And you don't have to change your oil as often, which is pretty sweet. I don't really know the reasons behind it, but don't. So the brakes last longer because of the regenerative brakes. And but the only bad thing about the maintenance with the hybrids is that when something does go wrong, it costs a little more. And that's because the car is more high-tech. There's better technology in it and the batteries. So obviously, you have something a little bit more fancy, it costs more to fix. And that means that there are less people out there who know about it or are skilled in that area. So they're fewer and farther between. But if you can find them and get it repaired, good for you. And that doesn't happen very often if you take care of your car. So it all boils down to take care of your car. Let's see. They're built for efficiency, not for speed, so you're kind of chugging along, but that's okay. Because if you're going slower, like the speed limit, you're less likely to get into a crash anyway. People behind you are going to be a little mad, but what the other lane's for. They're harder to handle, but because how light the car is, and there's less bracing and support, tension in the body, whatever. Number one issue is the price, and if you can get over that price hump, which is about $5,000 to $10,000 more than a normal car, that's okay. The way I see it is that extra money you're paying is the money that you're actually saving for all the emissions tests that are mandatory every year, and the tax deductions you get over time, and filling up at gas stations, because they're like, what, Priuses run like average of 50 miles per gallon, so that's pretty awesome. And so if you're filling up less and the tank isn't as big, like trucks that hold like 30 gallons, hold like 14, but you're getting more out of it. So you're filling up maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, I don't know, maybe the same, but it ends up saving you a buttload of money, which is what everybody likes. Hybrids are also priced the way they are based on gas prices, because, well, they're kind of correlated, not really based on them, because the higher the gas prices are, more people are buying hybrids because they realize this will save me money in the long run. So if gas prices are going up, hybrid prices, chances are they're probably going to go up a little bit. So it's not because, well, obviously they want to get their dividends on all the technology, the batteries, and all that cool stuff, but like, hey, we can raise the prices because more people are buying. This, the economy. That's how money works. Somebody wants it, willing to supply it, and they're willing to pay more. Why not? Economics. So there are different kinds of hybrids out there. You got the Prius, that's kind of the forerunner. That gets 53 miles per gallon in the city, 46 on the highway, and average of 50. There's this Honda Civic hybrid, which averages around 38 to 43 miles per gallon. That's still pretty good. And the Chevy Malibu and Saturn Aura hybrids average 25 to 34. Those are the worst, but they're still better than my Jeep, which is 19. That's kind of sucky, but whatever. And so hybrids versus electrics. Electrics, you always think of them being like, oh, these ones are the best because they don't use any gas. Well, think about it. The factories that make the electricity use oil and gas to produce electricity. The way it's going to happen, it's more passive kind of using it, because you're like, oh, I'm using electricity, not gas, I'm okay. But more people get electrics, they're going to have to build more factories, that'll use up more, and it's going to go on from there. And electric cars are actually double the price of normal cars anyways. And they only, pretty funny, I saw on one of my sources, it takes hours to charge it, and you probably get around 80 to 100 miles out of it. Sucks, because if it takes hours to do that, and if you're on a road trip and you go 100 miles or so, and average speed limit is like 70, 65, that's about an hour and 20-30 minutes of driving for hours of charging. So if you're spending 3 hours to charge it and only getting half of that with driving, you need to look somewhere else. It's mainly for like inner city driving and people living in New York or crowded places like that. And those are the batteries that last 2 to 5 years, not the hybrids. Keep that in mind. And you never know when the electric's gonna die, because batteries, they go crazy when it's hot, crazy when it's cold. They're unreliable. And not every place has a charge place. Luckily, we have a charge place in our parking deck for the Nissan Leafs and stuff like that. And also, electrics don't have air conditioning. Most of them don't. So if it's really cold outside, you're going to be really cold. If it's really hot outside, better hope the windows work. And they're also really small, so if you get in an accident, you're probably toast, depending on that. So in conclusion, extra money you're spending goes towards gas money, emissions test, tax deduction. Hybrids are cool.